he tells the students that he can protect them and he can read their thoughts. But if anyone tries to test his protection by like walking in front of a bus, he will know they're testing him.
That's so
And
funny.
he will not protect them.
That's so funny. You want to test me? I don't do tests.
I don't do tests.
Die.
I don't test well.
Yeah. You need to put me in a separate room and give me an unlimited amount of time to finish.
Yeah, I'm a miracle worker, pass fail. All right. What's up, folks? Welcome to another episode of Overshadowed. We are down to the wire 40 minutes before Survivor starts, so we're going to hit you quick and fast. Both quick and fast with some Shen Yun facts, baby.
Quick, fast. Shen Yun facts.
Shen Yun. We're uncovering the hidden secrets and truths of Shen Yun. So if this is the last episode, you know why.
Yeah. See us on the road.
Yeah.
In your state.
They can't find us on the road.
Performing Shen Yun.
Yeah. Yeah, it was bad. I do not recommend going to Shen Yun.
So, okay.
Just to get that out of the way, it was $89 for the cheapest seats.
Wow.
And let me tell you, I was surrounded by the worst people. So many fuckheads in my R section. I think it was singularly R section too. I don't know if they were the only spot where you could buy $89 tickets, but like 5 things happened. Multiple times people were taking pictures or video, which is prohibited during the show, and the flashlight aisle dudes came into the row 3 times.
Because they were loud?
No. They were taking videos, so they had to they with the flashlight were like pointing it at their phone and telling them to delete the photos.
Whoa.
Like they would supervise them deleting it.
Whoa.
So yeah, I saw that that happened 3 times in my row.
Videos with flash on? Like how could they tell?
No, there's dudes watching the whole time.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Surveillance state. Don't forget, they're not a fan of the government, but they still are Chinese.
Yeah.
Okay, they got eyes everywhere. So that was annoying. There was a woman behind me. She took a phone call in Chinese phone call. I don't know if she was maybe directing the people on stage and trying to help them out. 2 Long Island knuckleheads behind us were just like having a logistics conversation.
You didn't.
They were like, no, that was last week. No, that was 2 weeks ago. What are you talking about? And I think they thought they could talk because it's like 1 Chinese and 2 just dancing. But like, hey, trying to hear the Chinese music.
Yeah. Did nobody said anything to him?
Around like minute 40, I think one person did a loud shh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sounds like you were on a bus.
Yeah, it felt like I was on a Greyhound,
like you were,
and they were playing Shen Yun on one of those cube TVs attached to the ceiling.
Yeah, I love those.
Yeah, they're never on. They never play anything.
You sit down, you're like, oh, TV?
And what are we watching?
What's going on?
101 Dalmatians?
Small little square. What's going to be in there?
101 Greyhounds?
Yeah.
Peter Pan? The branding's right there. Peter Pan should just play Peter Pan on every bus.
Everybody would take that bus.
Everyone would love that, yeah.
Who doesn't want to
They'd run Greyhound out of business. Isn't there a movie about Greyhounds? There's got to be. Maybe they play 8 Below. They play dog movies.
Yeah. Balto.
You ever see 8 Below?
I don't think so.
It's frightening.
Oh.
Spoiler alert, but like 30 minutes in, these dogs are lost in the Arctic and they're trapped. And they're really aggressive seals. Lion?
Oh, leopard seal.
Leopard seal. Jumps out of this ice thing and like almost eats one of the dogs.
Oh my God.
And I was like a child. I was freaked out.
Yeah, that's like the second most apex predator.
Yeah.
Is the leopard seal.
Behind a hippo? Or is that just deadly?
No,
Orca?
Yeah. I wonder, maybe orca's number 1.
Orca could be number 1.
I think leopard seals too.
Well, they had all that in the play. Actually, the coolest part of the play was they had a big CGI, big screen in the back. And people would jump off the back of the stage and then appear in that outfit on the screen and then fly.
Wow.
There was a lot of flying going on.
Cool.
Yeah, Falun Gong. I did enjoy that. There was one, so it's all these vignettes, and there was one vignette of this fisherman boy who fell in love with a goddess, but their love was prohibited because, can't mix the gods and
the humans.
And the semen.
Teacher banging the student.
Yeah, you don't want that. At the end of the number, they do unite. And the way he gets to her is a bunch of seagulls on the screen form a stairway to heaven. Seagull stairway to heaven.
I don't know. You're kind of making me want to see this.
That was good. I did enjoy that. And he ran up the seagull. Good luck. We love. So that was a good time.
Were you the only white guy? What was the ratio?
Lot of whites. There was a white MC. I could have gotten that job, dude.
There was an MC?
I auditioned, yeah.
Oh, so someone was narrating. That was one of those where someone narrated the play?
So it's a series of vignettes.
Okay.
And they're all about, do you know Falun Gong? It's like the religion
that
Shen Yun is promoting. So it's basically a cult. I mean, there's so much to get into. What should I start with?
Just tell me like we're on the phone, bro.
I know there's just so fucking.
Don't
so
think
much.
about. Just tell me about the. Nothing you need to categorize. That's when we get into info dump.
I know. I don't want to dump on you.
Yeah,
You're not ready. I gotta prime you before I dump.
You gotta just talk to me about it.
Yeah.
And I'll be I'll be the one.
All right. Well, yeah. Okay. There was a white MC. His name was Jerry, and there was an Asian MC with him, Julia. So we got Jerry and Julia, and they're coming out between these individual scenes that they put on about the religion, and it's China before communism. It's like a Chinese Scientology ballet. It's basically that.
Okay.
If the
That's a good metal band,
Scientologists had
That's a great metal band. You can take us to Chinese Scientology ballet? See, it's like the
pit was wild.
A weird type of LCD
at CSB.
CSL sound system.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, CSB sound system?
Yeah, it's a cult.
So at what point do you think you were going to go see a play, and at what point were you like, ooh, are
So-
we in an inductory meeting for a cult?
Yeah.
Are we ever going to leave, or do we just join the play?
Yeah.
Like at the end of the play, you all join.
Do we rush the stage?
And they
Do
disperse
we get
you like
baptized?
Mormons, and you do Shen Yun across a different part of the world.
Yeah. Well, they also teach you a lot or they try to.
Oh, now you're
in
here to
these
teach
vignettes. I'm here to teach you. They don't teach you a
Shen
lot.
Yun.
But the guy, I'm telling
Who?
Shen Yu.
Shen Yun.
You talking to Shen me? I'm talking to Shen Yu. This guy came out, Jerry.
You know in the South it's called Shen Y'all?
Jerry said, because they're doing these flips, and it wasn't as many flips as I would like.
Well, is it promoted as like a gymnastic style?
It's traditional Chinese dance, and one of the anecdotes Jerry gave, he goes, Chinese dance is all encompassing. So there's ballet elements, but there's also lots of acrobatics and gymnastics. Chinese dance actually invented the flip.
Wow.
That's what he said.
That's crazy.
Gunpowder and the flip. That's what China gave us.
We peaked
and a guy behind
really early.
A guy next to me was like, huh. And I'm like, no, that's not right. That can't be right.
How do you know? Somebody had to invent it.
Maybe.
They've been around a pretty long time.
But do you think they wrote it down? Like a series of cartoon panels of just 1, 2, 3, and that's in some scroll somewhere, some ancient manuscript. No, dude.
Yeah,
there's
I bet
no
they were
way
all-
China
well-
invented the flip.
I don't know. Oh, well, you're not going to find a scroll because everybody who saw that first probably thought they were crazy and tore it up.
Right.
No one will ever be able to.
Yeah.
Who do you
God,
think
if God wanted us to flip,
what's
he
a-
would have installed an axle in our bodies.
What's a more believable people to invent the flip to you?
I don't know, Egyptians, Jews, somewhere in Africa. Just because that's where civilization came from.
Okay.
Somebody did a flip before anyone was writing anything on papyrus. That's what I think.
Okay.
Maybe they codified
you
it.
think
Maybe
that-
they made it official. They called
Yeah,
it.
they claimed the flip.
Yeah, which is kind of ironic because they can't even say it, but they invented it.
They
So
have
that's
flip
pretty cool.
divs.
Yeah.
Sweep.
So it's so funny. The guy next to me, oh, I'm like, no, you should be being like, what? He made a when he should have gone.
That's a guy who's still there. That's a guy who's believing in the religion.
Oh
right
yeah,
now,
he was fully indoctrinated. Well, there's all these practitioners who it's very exploitative on the practitioners and the dancers. But the practitioners, like the devotees of the religion, they have to foot the rental costs for the theaters. For Rincon Center, they have to pay the cost, and if they make it back in tickets, then apparently they get it back.
And how did you find that out?
So Molly and I, on the way up, listened to the daily podcast called "The Dark Truth Behind Shen Yun."
Oh my God.
Which was not a good pregame for a
Yeah.
lady, because now she's in her head. She's like, "Should we be seeing this?" And I'm like, the tickets were $90. We are seeing this.
Whatever this is.
Yeah,
we're
whatever
seeing it.
dark truths there are, we got to see it.
Yeah.
Besides, if they, exploited them and overworked these children, shouldn't we at least
Oh, there's kids
see
in
what
it.
they learned?
There's kids in it.
Well, it's China. So any people doing flips and they're going to be 8. They're not going to be older than 15. There was a lot of teenagers in it.
Wow.
They have this compound up in Deer Park, New York, in upstate New York. They have this compound called Dragon Springs, and it's like a dance
Restaurant.
boarding restaurant, school, spa, all the above. It's a boarding school, but the schooling is kind of a cover up for just not paying kids to dance. The kids don't really get any money. They get all these benefits, the room and board and the education. But I read an article, this lady who got out of it said the education was for 3 months, if they'd be on tour, they would just tell them to watch Leave It to Beaver to learn English.
What?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
And they're not allowed to go to the doctor because the whole concept of Falun Gong is basically Christian Science. It's like healing through prayer, right? So people get torn. People are doing flips. They land bad on a knee. The leader touches it, and they're supposed to be better. And if they're not better, it's because they don't believe.
Whoa.
So it's crazy.
Who's he?
This guy Lee
Yun?
Hoseo or something like that. But he's the leader. He's the creator of it. He created it in the 90s. And it's so funny that it's like Mormonism is relatively recent.
Yeah.
You know, and it tries to tie in with Christianity and Jesus. They try to do the same thing, but he rewrites the timeline he says that he predates Jesus and the Buddha. So I'm like, when did they come along? 94? The world's 35 years old? Yeah, he says he's the creator of the universe.
What?
Uh-huh.
And then he made a dance about it.
That's one component, yes. Yes, to spread the message. How are we going to get the word out about my miracles and my magical powers? Dance.
Wow. I didn't know this was really a cult like that.
It's crazy.
It's
it goes
a weird
deep.
way to spread the message of a cult. How are we going to spread the message? Dance.
Yeah, baby. My favorite part of the podcast was if the performers do a bad job or the audience somehow doesn't like the performance, Falun Gong teaches that the audience will be damned to hell. If they do a good job, we go to heaven. So after every performance, my girlfriend was like, yeah, that was so good. And you could tell who listened to the podcast because there were other people being like, it's so much to put on you kids.
Wow.
You know?
Man, that'd be
So if you want to ruin 30 Chinese teenagers' lives, go to Shen Yun, and after every boo.
Shen boo.
Yeah.
Damn, that's had to be a
And then when they look at you, they don't picture you in your underwear anymore. They picture you getting stabbed by a devil.
Wow.
You know?
And you're putting that on them. Yeah, that's got to keep you up at night. I bombed last night. Everybody's going to hell.
I didn't stick my landing.
Yeah.
Now they're all going to boil in a flaming pot of oil.
Well, you win some go to hell.
Yeah, you win some, you lose none.
That's so interesting. I thought it was just a play.
No, you think it's just China before communism because they do such a good job with the optics.
Well, they don't. I wonder if it's that they do a good job or that it's just a billboard on the side of the road and nobody thinks past the crazy billboard.
Well, that's true, but even they have like they have a newspaper called the Epoch Times. So Falun Gong has all this money. Like the U.S. government was giving them millions of dollars.
Why?
Because they were being persecuted in China in the 90s. And Falun Gong is like Tai Chi. You know, there's people like water bending in the park. It's just like a healthy exercise, meditative, whatever. So that's kind of how it started in China before Lee, told everyone that he was the creator of the universe and he was going to heal everybody. So it just started as this healthy exercise thing. And then the Chinese government, some people started to expose it in China as like a culty weird thing. And they wrote articles. Thousands of protesters from Falun Gong would come out. And China initially backed them because they were like, oh, if we enable more people to do, Tai Chi, we can maybe pay less in state healthcare costs.
Wow.
Yeah, so they were for Falun Gong initially. But there was a time where they encircled some Chinese government office with like 10,000 protesters, and then China was like, all right, this has gone too far. They have too much power. So then they started persecuting them, arresting them without due process, sending them to El Salvador, making them dance by shooting at their feet this time. So they actually are persecuted. So that's kind of what you hear is like, oh, we're just like a dance group and China's footloose, and we got to go, and we got to go to these other countries where we're allowed to dance like we want to and be free. And that's why America's attracted to them because they're so anti-China. They're very anti whoever the leader is. Xi Jinping?
I think
is it Xi Jinping? I think it is. But you don't want to guess. You don't want to get it wrong.
No. Is it Xi Jinping? Oh, that was super
racist.
Oh,
really?
of me?
Wow.
Okay. John Wills.
Yeah.
John Wilson.
Yeah, what is it? Sam Booth? Is that his name? Oh, yeah, so the U.S. has given millions of dollars to Falun Gong as like an anti-China influence within China.
Wow.
Which is just how they've positioned themselves when really it's just a cult. And the leader, Lee, is purported to have like supernatural powers. He can levitate.
Sure.
Which
This guy watched one episode of Chris Angel and was like, me too.
In interviews, people will be like, well, David Copperfield can levitate. And he'll be like, well, he must do Falun Gong. And then he says that he can pass on these powers to like really devout followers
that he has sex with raw.
I think there is some of that going on.
Yeah, there's definitely. There's never not
where there's
that.
Smoke, there's pedophiles.
Yeah.
Where there's dancing and a cult, there's a guy trying to fuck a kid.
Yeah.
For sure. He tells the students that he can protect them and he can read their thoughts and he can protect them. But if anyone tries to test his protection by like walking in front of a bus, he will know they're testing him.
That's so
and
funny.
He will not protect them.
That's so funny. You want to test me? I don't do tests.
I don't do tests.
Die.
I don't test well.
Yeah. You need to put me in a separate room and give me an unlimited amount of time to finish.
Yeah, I'm a miracle worker, pass fail. All right. I'm not going to stand up to any trials. What were some of the other vignettes? Oh, there were two that were just to promote Falun Gong's healing powers.
Ooh.
So one.
Sorry, you got some white. You got double,
yeah, thank you.
Double whites.
Yeah, double whites.
Double snake. The snake has what? Double white dragon or whatever.
That's our podcast. Double whites. The first one was this guy who went blind. I think. By the way, there's no black people in the play, but they do. So I shouldn't have led with that. They do to show you like a thug. They will have a guy dress very nice and put heavy chains on, like bling. So it's just like an attractive, well-dressed guy comes on and just beats the shit out of this dude who's just trying to practice Falun Gong, wearing a polo and some khakis tucked in. It's all tucked in. Khakis into the socks, polos into the khakis. Blinds him. And then blinds him. And then some Falun Gong lady comes out, gives him his sight back.
There we go.
Another time a guy breaks his leg. Falun Gong, got your leg back. Falun got your leg. Oh, now it's yours again. And there were two musical numbers. One was oh my God, it was like a horrible soprano lady. Like, the whole like 4 minutes. And on the screen, I should play some Shen Yun like shit on the green
I don't think
screen.
you'll be able to find it.
I know, they'll take me down in my own home.
Yeah,
they'll shoot me in the head as I'm downloading the file.
Yeah, the guy with the flashlight.
Sorry. Just got caught. They're already started. Dude, the leader's coming at me. What was I saying? Oh, the soprano lady. One of the lyrics was of the song, atheism and evolution are Satan's ruse. So that really kind of tore away this is just a ballet pretty quick.
Was that part in English?
Yeah, so it's Chinese writing and then underneath the writing, English subtitles. Yeah.
This is so... How does it begin?
I don't remember how it began. It was like in the 2000s they started.
But I'm saying like, how is the scene set? Somebody comes out. And
how does Shen Yun start?
Yeah.
The whole thing starts with Jerry and Julie.
Okay, they're narrating.
They're the MCs.
And they go, welcome to Shen Yun.
Yes.
This is China before communism.
Yeah, this is China before communism, and then some ladies come out. And they do different, ethnic dances and whatever. That's their word for this. Like, now the ethnic dance of Tibet. Whatever. And they have very cool outfits. I mean, the outfits were cool. Best costume design is what this would win at the Oscars, but that's it.
At the Tonys?
Yeah, definitely not best screenplay. I did like this one number where, I don't know, it was like the water dance, and these ladies had on really long sleeves. Like when a girl has a sweater and she likes to put her arms in but it went way down, and they would ball it up, and then for certain times they would go, whoa, and it would poof. It was like a hand firework, harkening back to their gunpowder days.
So why go see this? Take me through.
Don't.
Why did you see this?
Why? We'd seen the posters. We wanted to see what it was all about. We'd heard these kids had been overworked and underpaid, and we're like, well, we might as well go see what they're doing.
Okay.
What they've got. I mean, you've already abused them.
Yeah, let's go see the final product.
See the show.
Yeah. The shoes are made. I'm just wearing them.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they can't unmake the shoe and give them their childhood back.
Yeah.
If I would, I could, but that's not how it works.
I need to walk a mile in
shoes. I can't
shoes.
just push 10,000 shoes into a kid and his crow's feet go away. The black lung he got from the factory.
Take it back. I'm getting younger.
Becomes 8 again. His skin's normal and he's playing outside.
The cigarette leaves his hand.
Smoking. Yeah.
I do. The side note, and we'll get back to this. Don't need to go deep into this, but I think if you're really into shoes, it's super lame. Like the sneakerheads.
Into shoes as you are into cars? Is that lame?
I'm not that into cars.
You don't have
Like,
a wall of toy cars that you would aspire to.
I just see cars and I'm like, wow,
yeah,
that's cool. But yeah, I'm not like, there's no room
no room.
full of cars that are all.
Not yet. Wait for this podcast to hit big. And
I would love that.
Yeah, when you're getting a separate garage.
Yeah.
You want to go see the garage?
You want to see the
pet-
car's got a garage.
You pet the babies.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw this TikTok the other day. This guy, they at a sneakerhead convention, and this guy goes, "What's your most expensive pair?" And he goes, $18,000. And I'm like, 18,000.
What the fuck?
And then you think about it, you're like, some kid made those, dude. Whatever story you want to tell yourself.
Probably. You think he made the 18 grand one, or you think they're giving that to like a tween? You think they're giving that to like
I
a
would say maybe
14-year-old?
that's like
The regional manager who is 15.
That's true. Somebody with the skills.
Yeah.
Somebody who worked their way up.
Someone with braces.
Yeah.
someone who's got a future. If you're not putting out enough product, they don't give you dental.
Yeah.
Because like, well, you're probably gonna die anyway.
Yeah. The braces are all swooshes.
We just have to work too hard. You're not working smart, so we're probably gonna work you to death because you haven't figured it out.
Sorry, it's your fault.
Yeah.
It's this or Shen Yun.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
It is. It's crazy too because the Lee guy, the creator, hates gay people.
Okay.
But then you see guys doing ballet, and you're like, well, have you not? Most of these guys are gay.
Yeah, but they're the only ones that.
Or at least they're putting on a hell of a show.
Yeah. I mean, who else are you going to convince? He probably has to kind of let that go for the show's sake.
What do you mean?
He probably has.
Oh, Lee?
Yeah, he probably has to accept that.
I didn't know if you meant the teens have to just stop being gay.
Yeah.
Maybe that's good conversion therapy. It's Chinese Scientology ballet.
It's true.
Yeah.
And you ballet the gay away?
Ballet the gay. Yeah, it rhymes. They love rhymes. They love dance.
If you want anything to work,
it's a good way to attract gays. I don't think it will change them.
Yeah, yeah.
It will probably only make the problem worse.
Yeah, worse.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll be terminally gay.
Yeah. A lot of dudes jumping around doing frips. What else? What else?
Okay, so let me see if I get the story straight.
Yes.
They come out, there's a male and a female narrator, and they go, "Hi, welcome to China before communism." And then it's a series of vignettes telling different individual stories. Or is there a through line, and eventually at some point it starts to break to the audience. They're like, oh, you're promoting a religion. This isn't just a series of vignettes.
Yeah, this is an infomercial.
Yeah. So
That
how
we've been
early?
tricked into.
Give me a minute mark. When did you and Molly kind of do like the what?
I think-
Even though you probably already knew because you listened to the podcast.
Yeah, I think 20 minutes maybe.
Okay, and how long is it?
Hour 15, hour and a half.
Pretty early on.
Pretty early, there's healing going on. Yeah, pretty early the healing starts.
Okay, and there's no hero's journey. There's one vignette of a guy flirting with a god, and then at the end, that story appears again.
That story doesn't really appear. It's just like this. I mean, you see the same guy with khakis and shit, like learning. Like, there's people studying it, and it seems to be all about Falun Gong. It's stories about Falun Gong.
Okay.
So that's the through line. The hero's journey is the religion's ability to survive amidst this oppressive government.
Okay.
And the leader believes that if you practice it, you have transcended the biology and physical constraints of an ordinary person. And so there's a big conspiracy. This is like one of their biggest, this is like their pro-life people saying that they're eating babies. This is that headline story for them, is that because they're not ordinary, they're superhumans, that China is hunting them down and harvesting their super organs. They're like, they want us for our sweet kidneys.
Our super kidneys.
Our super kidneys, yeah.
One kidney is two of their kidneys.
Yeah.
We have 4 kidneys.
Right. We got basically a cow stomach and one stomach.
Yeah, yeah.
And they want to use
They're
that to
super
spread their communist ideals. And we're just trying to water bend in the park, you know?
That's so funny.
People have died, dude. People, like moms of the dancers and stuff, will stop taking their heart medication and won't go to the doctor. This woman couldn't pay for cancer treatment because she's like, I gave all my money to Lee.
Oh, my God.
And then they looked into the statements. She's buying them Hermes bags, Gucci sunglasses. It's like it's not even fucking beverages at a mixer, you know, for the religion.
I would think it would be some weird sort of metal staff thing. Like you're buying the leader of a cult and he's getting Hermes bags.
Yeah, but get him a scepter.
Yeah.
And
that's
a monkey skull.
Yeah, it's super lame.
Cool mystical objects to increase his power,
Oh,
which is already unlimited.
Yeah.
But we want to unlimited it
He's
plus a
he
monkey
has,
skull.
Every one of his organs are super. All of us only has one super organ.
Right.
He is all of us combined.
He's kind of like Professor X.
Yeah.
You know, he's going into that sphere and he's just like, all right, who's jerking off in the temple right now,
Yeah.
and he's just reading all their thoughts, and yeah, people think he's in your head at the temple. So it's like,
So he's walking around, he shoots you a look, and you're like, oh,
no, he knows.
I'm gay.
Yeah, you have to like think. You might make yourself straight.
I'm straight. You're
straight,
just
I'm
always
straight,
thinking
straight.
when you're around him, totally straight. Straight.
Oh, I love these women.
Yeah.
It's so cool. I get to be with all these girls. With all these girls. Hope you didn't hear that.
Mamma mia.
You're pooping, and right before you get up, you twerk once. And I think you didn't see that one.
You twerk after the bed.
Well, you're just down there already. I was just shaking it out. I wasn't doing anything gay.
Just twerk after the bed.
I wonder if they get together. I wonder if the dancers have sex. They do have eating disorders, but I don't know if they have sex.
Well, you said they're like 15, right?
Yeah. I would think not, but I don't know what the religion says about celibacy and intimacy before marriage. I think as long as you don't go to the doctor, you're good.
I wonder though, because I wonder how
And you
heavily
complete all your
there's-
flips.
Yeah, surveillance though. I wonder how heavily they're watched.
They do have armed guards at the
Oh my god!
Dragon Springs. up there.
Oh,
Not
well-
at Shen Yun.
okay. I was gonna say,
At
geez.
Shen Yun, they have some very dedicated ushers from Long Island.
People who can't
will
dance.
bark at you.
Those are the ones who can't dance.
No. I'm the white ladies, like 60-year-old,
Oh.
the people who work at Lincoln Center. That's what I'm saying. No, they haven't gotten the
I
white
thought they
ladies.
brought
yet.
with their
Once they
own-
get the white ladies, it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, then Facebook's gonna be flooded, and your aunt's gonna be a big Falun Gong lady.
What do they? Yeah. How did the ushers yell at them?
Oh, well, you couldn't bring a drink in. They were selling drinks, but you like couldn't bring it in.
Yeah.
And this very angry, larger trans woman was not having it, and her little Twinkie guy was like, "I don't know, let's finish it out here, I guess." Unbelievable. Paid $100. Yeah, there was like these teenage girls texting the whole time, and I'm like, you're damning us to hell, guys. We're gonna go to hell now, and they know.
Man, you were in the weird section.
Yeah, there was constant conflict. Oh, and then this guy who was taking video was also sitting in the wrong seat. These people show up late, and then there's a whole discussion of like, you need to move seats. Can I have the seat?
Yeah.
And it's like, but just get up, find a seat. Who cares? I'm trying to watch the water dance.
Yeah. I want to see the sleeves.
Yeah, not as much flipping as I would like. Probably because once you break your leg, they have to shoot you like a horse, I guess, and feed your
Too
super
scary to do.
organs to the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you have no health care.
That's like that clip of when you saw that North Korean girl do bad at the gymnastics, and they like filmed her walking away like.
Just picturing her in front of a firing squad in 5 minutes. Hey, let's go get you some water. I'm not thirsty.
No.
No. You need to hydrate.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on.
Why is the water in the back of this alley?
Yeah. Oh, it's where the best water is.
It's where the ship. It's where the truck delivers the. Just come on. Just come on.
Fast like.
Just come on. Yeah, so I would not recommend going to Shen Yun.
I don't know. I think I'll see it.
It's cool with the dancing, but just go to a different Chinese dance thing. They may have cornered the market.
Yeah, Chinese New Year.
Yeah, Lunar New Year.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, just go to a Lunar New Year thing.
Yeah. I went to a big party and
Go to your phone book, look up Chinese last names, and just start knocking on doors.
What are you guys doing?
Yeah, can you dance for me?
Yeah.
I'm just trying not to support an exploitative organization, so can you guys dance for me right now?
Trying to start small.
Yeah.
Support.
Yeah.
I went to a full moon party when I was in Thailand. That's a big Thai celebration on the
Really?
beach. Yeah. It's like thousands of people on the beach taking drugs and having fun.
Turned into werewolves?
Yeah, it's good.
Thai werewolves?
Thai werewolves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Werewolves in Bangkok.
It was on an island in Thailand, not Bangkok. Bangkok's a little like triple New York City.
Really?
Just huge.
Wow,
and
that's crazy.
I don't know.
There
I
are
mean,
so many Asian cities that are that dwarf New York City.
I know.
But they're not the greatest in the world.
No,
That's
that's
for damn
us.
Sure, because
We're
they don't
the-
have a tiny green lady holding up a torch, or a building that changes lights based on the holiday.
Yeah, it's cool. Or if a celebrity dies, they put their colors up.
Really?
Kobe, it was purple and yellow.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
What else do I got about Falun Gong? Performers who broke the rules, such as by reading comic books, were sometimes berated on stage by Lee and forced to apologize during mass criticism sessions.
During the Shen Yun?
No, he couldn't damn all those people. No, like in just a private.
So there's a mass criticism.
I think after you dance, then everybody stays around to discipline who fucked up that day.
That's good.
Yeah.
And you reading a comic book.
I saw you with Batman earlier. Get up there.
Yeah.
Everybody tell her she's fat and can't dance.
You better not be gay.
I did look at all the dancers. No one had 5 extra pounds on them.
Oh, I bet.
No one was fat at all. No one was even close.
Why not leave Shen Yun?
If you leave, Lee has kind of wiggled into your brain that once you leave, he'll stop protecting you and you will die immediately. The only reason you haven't died yet is because of Lee's protection. It's crazy that we're all alive. We're just extremely lucky because Lee hasn't been watching over us, you know.
Yeah, is there no resistance to that?
I mean, I guess if you believe, then no. But once you're trying to leave, I would assume you think Lee's a sack of shit.
Yeah.
Like full of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
What do you think Lee would do? What do you think he could do that would convince you he is not a god?
Yeah, you'd have to catch him in a weird...
You walk into the bathroom after he had a Big Mac. You're like, this guy is not a fucking deity.
Yeah, God doesn't take a shit like that.
Yeah, God could process that shit a lot better.
Yeah, God doesn't even shit.
Yeah.
I just had to bring Lee toilet paper. That was weird. I could have made his life worse. He's just like us.
Yeah.
Walk on him masturbating, and he's
a-
like, "Oh, shut the door!"
Yeah, I mean, a bubbly bubble guts.
Yeah,
A bubbly shit would make me disavow Falun Gong immediately.
yeah,
If I saw his shoes, if I saw his fucking Yeezys
yeah.
from under the door.
Yeah, his Hermes shoes.
Yeah.
Also, wouldn't it be a good way to get people to not believe in you if you're about to leave Shen Yun and you don't see Lee as a god, and you know that if you step outside the boundary or whatever,
Yeah.
that you'll immediately die? Couldn't you just kind of go on the outskirts? I guess they would shoot you.
You don't want to test it, you know? What if you test it and you're wrong?
But at this point, yeah, they know that they're right, and be like, "Hey guys, I'm fine," and then they'll probably just
Yeah. Whoop. Guess he wasn't.
he died, right?
Lone gunman.
Yeah, that's what he means by he'll protect you. Is he just tells his gunman to shoot you?
Yeah. It'd be a damn shame if anything happened to your super bodies. Oh, they also use the. They're one of those religions that uses the OG curvy or swooshy swastika.
Whoa.
They use the Nike swoostika. You know what I mean? They got
Yeah.
the whoo. It's like scimitars.
Yeah. It's
Pretty sick.
It's frilly.
Yeah.
It's got a little attitude to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cursive. It's a cursive
Yeah,
swastika. Yeah. It's italics.
How many humps is that?
Yeah, so they love the swastika. It's so funny to me that he's in the 90s and he's like, no, I'm before Jesus.
And then
Like,
people.
how do you rationalize
what
that?
does he say, that he's been around for thousands of years?
I guess so. Reincarnated. Like
Yeah.
Kendrick.
Yeah.
I wonder when Kendrick was Lee. There's a good question. It was probably honestly Drake. Sounds like more of a Drake path.
That's his next album. Kendrick will reveal that he's also Drake. I need Drake to be the one that I really needed to be.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's the Batman and the Joker.
Yeah, they need each other.
Yeah.
Say me.
These crazy people though, they're so shrewd. Like it is a good way to get out of proving that you have powers, to be like, well, if you want me to use them just to test me, I won't do it. I'm not a jukebox, dude. I'm not a
You
miracle
can't just
jukebox.
call me anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't do it when everyone's looking. You know, God gets nervous.
Yeah.
God gets a little
I have
stage.
performance anxiety.
God gets a little stage fright.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this, just getting off of Shen Yun a little bit. I think proof that you have anxiety beyond like going to a therapist and getting their confirmation is just the fact that I can't pee next to somebody
Yeah. Mine's on a plane.
on a plane.
I get super gun shy on a plane. It takes me.
Really? You
takes
think the
me-
flight attendant's listening?
I just can't do it. I don't know. But then I start getting nervous because I think I'm like, I've been in here long enough for a poop. Come on. I start getting really mad at him. I go, let's go. I don't want anybody to think I'm pooping.
There's probably a line.
Yeah.
But that's good, because then if you get out and it doesn't smell like poo, they're like, that guy has some clean shits.
I guess
Maybe
that's
he's the
true.
founder
That
of
makes you
Falun
more
Gong.
desirable.
Yeah.
They say, wait a minute, is that Lee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'll be like next to a guy at a urinal, and I'll be like, he's hearing that I'm not peeing yet.
I have that.
But what
yeah.
is that? He doesn't know me. I don't know. I'm at a fucking I'm at the Tom Edison rest stop in New Jersey.
I think it's just because normally most of the time you pee by yourself. And now there's
Not
another
my
guy.
experience. Peeing was always a family thing.
Yeah.
Growing up in Versailles,
One of
I was always we would all get together.
Yeah,
My dad woke up and we'd all try to pee first.
A little bit. We do things a little bit differently. We do pee family style. So
Yes.
just order one pee and it'll be big enough for the whole family.
Yeah. Right as I open the bathroom door, my dad goes, "We do things a little differently here."
Scoot over.
Yeah.
You sit. I'll pee through.
Yeah.
You ever have that?
Yeah, we'd be a Russian nesting doll.
Yeah.
So
You ever
as
say
my
that
dad, me? No, my dad, me, my brother, my mom,
Oh.
and then the dog would go first.
You ever do that to your girlfriend when she's peeing? You ever make that joke? Let me in. I gotta pee too. I'll pee through your legs.
Oh, yeah.
Ew.
If she ever bite,
What?
if she ever take the bait though, and then I got to be like, I'm sorry, I can't pee if you're looking.
Yeah. Look away.
Yeah. I got to be reading something. I got to write something on her forehead just to read.
Yeah. I do that too, though, because sometimes a guy comes in their urinal and then he leaves and you're still there.
I've faked a pee, but it's like we talked about pouring out beers before. I've faked a pee. I've shaked and faked. I've shaked, faked, and washed and left, and then I just like go around and steal some gum, and then I go back in for a round 2 with a new batch.
Oh, I have to pee again. Weird.
Nice. Get my bladder checked out. Maybe I have diabetes.
No, it does take me a long time at like an airport urinal for sure.
Right. It's like, he's going to know I didn't really have to go.
Yeah, I'm just standing here.
He's going to know I'm trying before we leave. It's like, why? Does that matter?
I have to go
That shouldn't matter.
I go pee before I get on the plane, like as they're calling the gates.
I like how you say I go pee. Like
Yeah, what do you say?
I pee.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You gotta go.
I go potty.
Yeah.
Right before. Yeah. How many times you pee before the plane? Oh, shit. Yeah, we got Survivor coming up.
Well,
let's get through this golden hour.
My pee hits me so I'm always in gate 9 because I do the cheapest, or boarding group 9 because I do the cheapest, whatever, last group, whatever.
Whatever flight's leaving out of gate 9, I'm on it.
Yeah.
Closest to the bathroom.
Gate 9, group 9,
Yep.
life 9. I'm a cat. I'm on my last life.
Yep.
So my pee will hit me when they're doing the boarding group, so I have to do that. Like, is there?
But you're 9 though.
Yeah, but sometimes there's that random, like, you'll go pee at 1 and then you'll come out and it's like all passengers, and they're like, what?
I'm pretty rude. I'm pretty reckless with that though. I'll go get a snack. I'm like, oh, they just started veterans and homeless people.
Yeah.
Or whatever the first
one and the same.
is.
Yeah, those are usually the same people.
Oh, they're boarding stray dogs and alone babies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I can go pee.
I got some time.
And then once I get on the plane, I don't know if you do this.
They haven't even done amputees and pirates yet. I gotta get on. I can do a full sit down.
Yeah.
At the airport Chili's.
I'll pee once I get on the plane before I sit.
Oh, that's good.
I'll put my
That's a good
backpack
move.
in the chair and then be like, be right back to the guy.
Yeah.
And then you got to go swim upstream after
And the guy texts all his friends, I bet he's pooping.
Yeah, it's been forever.
You're trying to get back to your seat. You can't think I'm pooping.
Nick,
I peed. You're screaming from
tell the man in
from
11B I peed.
33C.
One time I peed. I couldn't pee so long. I peed while we were boarding.
Yeah.
That I was the reason that the plane wasn't backing up.
Whoa.
I had a flight attendant, sir,
Whoa.
and I had to come out and be like, I was peeing, guys. And the whole plane.
Everybody has to.
The whole plane did this. Everybody. This fucking guy. I had to walk.
We all got to pee, pal.
Yeah.
We're sitting down.
I'm just the first one to do it before we leave.
Everyone's clamping their dicks. We all had to pee, man. Did I ever tell you this? I got on a plane before it had started boarding because I thought I was late. Well,
So did you bypass security?
yes.
Whoa.
I got through TSA, but I bypassed. I was on the plane, like looking at the levers that you control the jet bridge with. And I was like, "Where is everybody?" I could have gotten in the cockpit and done that. Taken that.
Yeah, that one guy.
Yeah, just done some barrel rolls and set this baby down softly into that sweet night. But
I got some people that really care
yeah,
about
they're
me.
like, you cannot be here, and I was like, oh, sorry, and because
Whoa.
nothing happened, or I don't know if that's
Yeah.
why. Probably because I look nice. I bet I would look
Nice
nice any
and
race.
white.
Any race, I
Yeah.
would look great.
That guy's not doing anything.
Yeah, come on.
He looks nice.
He's got smiley
He got a lot of
eyes.
bling on.
Yeah. Look at his smile lines. He's never hurt anybody in his life. Or maybe he has and he loves it. You don't really know. And then this was crazier. I got them to open the door.
Wow.
They
After
never opened the door. You know what I mean? Once they final boarding, they closed the door. Like I was late. So late they had closed the door on the jet bridge.
Okay.
But I was like, please no, I got and I was just, all pathetic. And that seems to be my best persuasion tactic. That's how I talk my way out of tickets. That's how I get on airplanes. I don't know. I think I had changed flights. I had to get on a new flight. So this was like a last minute, I'm going to hop on this flight. And I had the ticket. The counter person was like, let him in. But I left a book on the counter. And so so the door was closed, and a lot of people were trying to switch to this flight.
Whoa.
So they opened the door. I'm on the jet bridge. I'm like, where's my book? I opened the door, which you're not supposed to do, but anyone can do it. You don't need to have special Falun Gong powers.
Yeah.
Anyone, any mortal hand can open the door. Contrary to what the TSA would like you to believe, folks. You have the power. I opened the door, and there was a man and a woman screaming at this Delta representative, being like, what the fuck? We've been stuck here for 8 hours. I'm getting on that plane. I open the door. My face pops out. I'm like, can I get my book?
Oh, my God.
The Delta lady was like, get back in there. Close the door. And then the woman, the guy goes, so you haven't left yet.
Oh, well,
so she had lied.
But
there is a plane outside.
Yeah,
and there's
a plane idling.
Plane-sized windows that you can look through to see that. But I think
You're
she
telling me that's not a mirror? I thought that was the plane behind us.
I was a plane. No wonder they're not letting a plane on a plane. How am I going to fit? But they weren't. I think he thought it was the new flight that had come in. So she's peddling this lie. I opened the door being like, yeah, everyone's still waiting to go. Can I get my book before we take off, please? There's a few seats left. Does anybody else need to get on?
Yeah, I'm laying down. It's good.
So
I
the
need
guy,
a book to something to fall asleep to.
Dude, when the guy said, "Oh, so it hasn't left yet," I was like, my blood ran out of my face. And then that lady snapped at me so much. She was like, "Come here."
Oh, really?
The Delta lady. She didn't actually say close the door. She said, "Come here right now." And I was like, "Never mind." And I closed the door and I ran to my seat.
Yeah, because she would have definitely made sure you didn't get back on the plane.
And the whole time I never left. I never crossed the threshold. I was on that flight. I was a flight passenger. I was on the man. I was never back in the airport chaos.
I know, but if you would have been, she would have.
If I had to step one foot,
desk.
yeah, dude, she might have lassoed me.
Yeah.
Use one of those Delta lassos you always see.
Yeah. Delta Lasso Lounge.
Yeah.
Those are the lounge is a rodeo over there.
This seems more like a jail cell. Well, it's the Lasso Lounge, we like to call it. We're fun here. Seems more like a Southwest lounge.
Yeah.
They like to be quirky and cool. So I ran to my seat and my heart was pounding until we took off because I was like, they're coming to get me. I thought an air marshal was gonna put a gun against my neck and be like, buddy, we got to ask you some questions. When was the last time you were in Afghanistan?
You get the bag out.
Yeah, my book was the Quran. Were you looking for this? It just has a bunch of blueprints of the plane I'm getting on.
Quran.
Yeah. Plan A through E for American termination. Yeah, so I think that was my most miraculous plane fuck up that I was able to squirrel
That's
my way
pretty
through.
crazy.
See, I think if I could do that, I could start a small cult.
Yeah, I think you have the power within you.
Somebody asked me recently, do you think you're more likely to become a leader of a cult or a follower of a cult?
Probably a follower.
Yeah, I think so. I think if I was more successful, I could more convincingly say leader.
That's kind of what comedy is.
Oh, yeah.
It's a very light,
You're constantly pushing out your messages and
yeah,
flooding the feed.
Yeah. People do have sex with you willingly.
And not willingly sometimes if you're very successful.
If you get
the most successful, you start.
Yeah. I know, it's funny.
Anyway, what about Trump? And the
I
tariffs?
was just saying,
the market?
for just as somebody, this is nothing, but it's what I reminded myself today.
All right.
Because he did the tariff
Can't
thing.
wait.
Today he went back. So now I think you have to really take the pedal off the metal. Because now there's going to be so many people of see, he was playing chess, not chess. They love they love that metaphor so much.
Chess, not checkers. What's better than chess, though? Foursquare, maybe. No,
he
that's
was
probably
playing,
below
yeah,
checkers.
what is another thing? We should think of some new ones for them to use.
Well, there's 4D chess.
There's 40. Yeah,
Which I think is just chess.
Playing, but they don't use
the fourth dimension is time. So no one's playing 3D chess.
Okay.
Then you couldn't move.
So I think that's what. Don't they say 5D chess?
I think they say 4D.
I thought I heard 5D.
You'd be listening.
Maybe
to
here
some,
in the Greek part of town they say 5D.
Yeah, they might say it. They might have it up here.
5Ds in every last name. And Z's. 5Z pizza.
5Z streaming.
5Z wireless.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is funny that you see that one. He's on the podium going, "I know what the hell I'm doing." Oh, they're all
Trump said that?
they're he goes, "They're kissing my ass." He goes,
Trump saying this?
He goes,
that's good.
"They're all calling me, 'Oh, please, sir, please cut a deal.'" He's saying it.
Oh, please. Please. Bezos calls me. He goes, "Oh, Daddy Trump. Oh, Daddy, please.
Cut me a deal, Daddy.
Cut me a deal. I'll let you rub my head for as long
I'll
as
tell you who's
want.
not going to get a deal. China.
China.
Stupid China.
It makes me wonder, and I'm sure this is illegal, but if he controls the market with all these tariffs. So if he just bought a lot before he reversed the tariff policy, and then he made trillions of dollars.
That's what Marjorie Taylor Greene did.
That's what he accuses Nancy Pelosi of doing.
Yeah,
not that, but
there was just the insider whatever.
Insider
apparently,
manipulation.
but Marjorie Taylor Greene was just tracked, just how you can track all of their things. But she did something that was she did the only good thing you could do.
In this downturn,
if the market was about to crash,
what?
She did the right.
She shorted?
buy or I don't know the terms.
Yeah,
but she
I don't know
did
what
something.
What's a put?
I don't know. Put. I don't know.
No
Stop.
idea.
I don't
Pull,
know. Hold.
push,
I bop
yield.
it. I bop it. My stocks.
Yeah, I twist it.
Yeah, that's the difference. Probably when I'm broke.
Yeah,
Twist.
I keep twisting.
I keep bopping it.
There's no more dollars coming out of the
Yeah.
rag anymore.
Yeah, but it's just funny because people are like, "Is she insider trading, or is she just the biggest genius the world ever saw on that day?"
Probably genius.
Yeah.
Probably she's a genius. If I had to really think about it.
I do enjoy this. I don't talk much about politics with my friends, but some that are like super pro Trump, and they don't talk to me about it on the phone. But sometimes you just want to press a friend's button.
Oh yeah.
I'll just do a little like, that guy sucks, right? Look at the market crash, and they're like, well. And I'm like,
Yeah, he works in mysterious ways.
yeah. That's what happens when you play chess.
You got to sack some pieces sometimes.
You got to put your king out first. Let him get decapitated.
My theory with the tariffs is that he just, because it was so soon after he came in, it was like when you go to jail and you beat up the biggest guy.
Yeah.
He just did. He's like, I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Just watch out. You never know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll shoot my son in month 4.
Yeah.
Anybody can get it.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks because everyone thought he was, all pro business, and whenever the market dipped in his last term, he adjusted his policy.
Mm-hmm.
But now he doesn't have to run for re-election anymore, so he can just go hog wild.
Yeah,
for 4
well, I
years.
think he does want to.
He does want to, but he
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
But if he did, then that would mean that Obama could too.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be sweet.
Whoa,
Did you see
that'd
that?
be
Did you see that
cool.
clip? Somebody pushed
That's
him like,
like-
what about you versus Obama
Yeah.
2028? He's like, that would be good. Which I kind of like the confidence. He's like McGregor at his peak,
Trump's walking like
He's like, I could fucking kill Mr. T.
Yeah.
I don't care.
It would be fun to see Trump do a Conor McGregor
I'll
walk.
fight, the Terminator.
Yeah.
I'll win. Yeah, it's
Why don't we
nuts.
bring back to life Teddy Roosevelt? I'll run against him. Bring anybody back to life. I'll run against them.
Dead or alive, I'll beat him.
The first term, they really made fun of his hand movements. But now, and I always thought that was an exaggeration, but he really does them this term.
He adds, though. As an Italian, you must appreciate it. You must find his words a little easier to understand.
Yeah, yeah.
know?
I go, oh, he's about to say something.
Yeah.
Here it comes. That's what his hands are going. Here we go. So he is like a maestro of his own thought.
Yeah, he's conducting. Yeah.
He's conducting his own
Conducting
thoughts.
his improv.
In out, pizza, french fries, pizza, french fries.
You ever do this where you kind of let your mood or whatever character you're playing determine what you're saying? Maybe that's what he's doing with his hands. Maybe his hands are leading the man. It's like he doesn't think. He does his hands and then he says what his hands look like. It's going to be big.
Yeah.
It's going to go way up, then way down.
All right, I guess we got to call it, folks.
Yeah, I guess we got to wrap up. All right, well, thanks, everybody, for listening to this shotgun episode right before Survivor. Charles, what do you got to tell the people?
Follow me and follow the podcast.
Follow me.
please. Follow the pod, leave a review, subscribe to the Patreon, see our feed, tell a friend, share the app, buy my socks. You can follow me at Charles_Ingle otherwise.
And where can they buy your socks, Charles?
What?
Where can they buy your socks, Charles?
Patreon.
Patreon.
Get on the tier, you can buy my socks.
Okay, I guess.
Rick.
At Zach Russell Comedy, at Overshadowed, Underspace Podcast. Check out the Patreon, review, all that shit. Thank you guys for listening. We'll be back later with some a different Asian cult ballet.
Yep.
I'm going to see one every week. I'm going to bring it to
We'll
you.
see you, Shen, soon.